Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of The Push Bike Surfer. Today I'm going to be explaining a few reasons why I like cycling in Australia. One reason I like cycling in Australia is that gravel is very accessible here. And what's nice about Australia is that even though there are very populous areas, it's really easy to find gravel when you go inland because those populous areas don't last very long. Maybe if you live in Sydney or Melbourne, it might only take you 30-40 minutes to get to a park where there's a lot of gravel. I'm lucky here in Sunshine Coast because it's very accessible to find gravel roads. And so for gravel cyclists and mountain bikers, you can find these types of roads everywhere in Sunshine Coast. I gotta kind of watch where I'm going while I'm talking because these roads are extra gravelly, very bumpy at times, which is good. Another reason why I like cycling here in Australia is that generally I find cyclists here to be quite nice and very welcoming. I know that's not always the case everywhere you go, but for the most part, I've found the cycling community here to be very warm and welcoming. Just took a turn I've never taken before. Let's see where it leads me to. This is gonna get bumpy. Like I said previously, this is why I like cycling here in Australia, is that there's a lot of landscape to explore. Whether you're on a road bike, gravel bike, or mountain bike, you can see a lot of beautiful scenery. All right, I'm gonna go all Steve Irwin on you guys, but let me show you some Kangaroo tracks. This is my gravel track, as you can see here, that long line. But right there, those are the bottom of its legs, what it uses to balance while it moves forward. Right there. And then the center line is its tail. So you can see the two lines on the outside and the long line on the inside. That's what it uses to balance while it jumps forward. At least that's what it looks like. You can see kangaroos in a lot of places here in the Sunshine Coast, which is pretty cool. I know Australians get tired of kangaroos, but I imagine people who are visiting Australia will be watching this video. Oh, more kangaroo tracks. See, the two lines on the outside are its feet or legs, and then the center line is its tail. I can't quite tell which way it was jumping. That's a big kangaroo footprint, but there's no tail line on the inside. Oh, there's one. There's one where the tail line is on the inside. Let's go find some kangaroos. Another reason why I like cycling here in Australia is the mixed surface that is out here. There's a lot of different types of dirt. There's a lot of sand, as you can see here, but there's also a lot of compact dirt. There's a lot of red dirt. There's a lot of clay. There's all types of terrain that you can find here in Australia. So if you're a road cyclist, the road is pretty much the road, and the roads are generally super nice here in Australia. Very open, and very nice. Oh, there's a kangaroo up here. Oh no, just missed him as I was pulling the GoPro out of my chest mount. That's a bummer. I wonder if we can see the tracks. I think I passed his tracks. And yet another reason why I like cycling here in Australia, the conditions of the roads are generally super nice. I know I'm on gravel tires, so it might make it feel a little more comfortable, but even if I was on road tires, this surface is really nice and smooth. There's really not any bumpiness in the asphalt, but if you're on a road bike, you'd be stoked with this condition. All right, I found some kangaroos. There's a joey in the mom's pouch. They're looking at me funny. Who the heck are you, dude? I've actually gotten a lot of questions if kangaroos attack people. I've had good luck with them not attacking me. I've tried to get as close as possible. You can see they just kind of scurry like that. As long as you're not trying to harm them or look dangerous or get in the way of a joey and its parents, you're generally okay. They're usually pretty scared. I want to see if I can get a little bit closer. That one on the left is like, say what? Oh, okay, bye, sorry. Kangaroos are quite abundant here in the Sunshine Coast, at least where I am. I would call this the outback, but Australians might not call this the outback. This next reason why I like cycling in Australia is based off of the assumption that you like being outside. And as a cyclist, I hope that's safe to say that you like being outside. But where I'm going with this is that there are an incredible amount of types of birds here in Australia. And I've been to Australia a handful of times. I've not quite taken the time to learn the different types of birds, other than a few of the famous ones. But as I've lived here in the countryside, I've found a lot of cool birds. And just in that realm, there's just a lot of different types of nature around here, different trees, different animals. I think that's amazing. And if you're here, if you're watching this video because you're going to be visiting Australia, I think that's something important to soak in, is the wildlife here and the type of terrain that's here, the trees, the plants. It's amazing. I have to say, if you've been watching / enjoying these micro informational videos I've been making while I'm here in Australia, I really appreciate that, because for me, I'm just having fun recording memories and documenting some things I've learned while traveling with my bike around the world. All right, there's one more spot where I usually find kangaroos. Oh, here we go. Here's a good close-up of some kangaroos. You can see the joey is in her pouch, just right there. Or his pouch. I don't know if the mom or the dad has the pouch. No, I'm good. I'm good, dude. I'm good. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna hurt you, dude. I hope you've enjoyed this little video about why I like riding in Australia. I know it's from a graveler's perspective, but I think there's some things to apply if you're a road cyclist or a mountain biker. There's still some tips to apply if you plan on taking a trip to Australia. If you have any questions about cycling in Australia, I really only know much about Sunshine Coast, but please feel free to ask. If you like this video, please, 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 I'm almost begging of you, leave a like. I want to see if these likes get any of my videos going, because when I see that, that's pretty encouraging, and I like to see people's feedback on what I make. Also, if you've made it this far and you've watched a couple of my videos, or this is your first video, maybe consider subscribing if you want to see more of what I do. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you everyone again for watching, and take it easy.